So here's a basic example of how to use the quadratic formula, a formula that gives you the solutions to any quadratic equation. So here's a formula, the quadratic formula, and it solves quadratic equations that are being rearranged to look like this. If they're not arranged to look like this, i.e. something x squared plus something x plus some number equal to 0, if it's not arranged like that, you can rearrange it so that it is so that you can use this formula. And in this basic example of how to use the quadratic formula, I'm not going to show you how to rearrange things. I'm going to take this example, which is already arranged in the correct format, and I'm going to just use it straight away into this quadratic formula. So let's do that. I'm going to try to solve 2x squared minus 11x plus 5 is equal to 0. Okay. Now, as this formula says, the number in front of x squared is called a, the number in front of x is called b, and the number at the end is called c. So you put the a, b's, and c's into your formula, like you can see over here, and that will tell you what x is. It will give you the solutions to this. I say solutions because you'll get two answers out of this. I'll explain how over here. According to this, a is 2 because that's the number in front of x squared. B is minus 11 because that's the number in front of x, and C is 5 because that's the number stuck at the end of the equation when it's all equal to 0. So a equals 2, b equals minus 11, and c equals 5. Substitute that all into this formula and we're going to get the answer. Now you can see quite a bit of working out because we just keep simplifying and simplifying. Now actually, these kind of questions, quadratic formula questions in the exams, are calculator type. So you don't really have to keep simplifying to get the solution. You can actually put it right into your calculator, and your calculator will give you the two answers. And I'll show that in another of my quadratic formula example videos, but at the same time it's very good to be able to do what I'm going to show you here to simplify, because sometimes it's not a calculator question, or sometimes you just they're very clever at testing your understanding of what's going on, so sometimes you need to understand to some extent what's happening in this quadratic equation. At the very least, you just check that you're giving a sensible answer, because sometimes you can type something silly in your calculator and give a completely stupid answer. So you don't want to do that. You want to be able to know roughly what's happening in the quadratic formula. So let's do that. So as I said, a equals 2, b equals minus 11, and c equals 5. Put that there. So if b is minus 11, this b will become a minus 11, and you get minus 11, like I said here. B squared will become minus 11 squared, like I've written here. Minus 4ac becomes minus 4 times 2 times 5, because 4ac means 4 times a times c. So a becomes 2, c becomes 5. You get 4 times 2 times 5, like I've written here. The minus is still there. The a over here becomes 2, because we said a was 2, so you get 2 times 2 over there. So this is basically this with all of these numbers stuck into there, substituted into there. And then if you simplify, you get this. So minus 11 is 11. Minus 11 squared means minus 11 times minus 11, which is positive 121, since a minus times a minus is a plus. 4 times 2 times 5 is 40, so you get minus 40. 2 times 2 is 4, so this simplifies to this. 121 take away 40 is 81. Square root of 81 is 9, so you get that. That 11 is still that 11, that 4 is still that 4, so that hasn't changed. So you end up with that. Now let's talk about what this plus or minus business means, right? Plus or minus means the plus version of this or the minus version of that. So this means both this and that. It means both of them, not one of them. It means both of them. So it means 11 minus 9 over 4, or you can this means 11 plus 9 over 4, which basically means this one formula is going to give you two answers. It's going to give you these two answers basically, once I've simplified it totally. So 11 minus 9 is 2. 2 divided by 4. This fraction means both like a fraction or a divide. I could have written the answer as a fraction if I wanted to. So 11 minus 9 is 2. 2 over 4, which is the same as half, or 0.5. 2 divided by 4 is 0.5. The other solution to this quadratic equation, which we started off here, is 11 plus 9 over 4. 11 plus 9 is 20. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So we've got the two solutions. We've got the two answers to this quadratic equation.